introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Down right around the 25. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll run it here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Allen, throw left side complete. It's Waters. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Mariota now on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Mariota now from the 50. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looks to throw on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slip.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mariota. It's caught right side. It turns. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On play action, Allen dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is punt.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Gone!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mariota to throw it. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Mariota. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah. And he caught it up. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And the Titans getting set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mariota on first down. And an alley to run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Throwing is Mariota, sliding out of the pocket. And Davis has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Henry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Allen, off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Throwing again, Allen. And this will be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gone!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake. Allen, he'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Mariota. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
To the air, Allen, throw left side complete. That's Waters. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On second down, Mariota again. Going up top. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit! You got it! You got it! 56. Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Hey, let's go! Hey, let's go! Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And that drives coaches insane.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.